Congratulations, Koshkii, to your win in the FSL. You're the new FSL champion. Let's get the most stupid interview question out of the way first. How do you feel?
I am not sure. I am a mix between a nervous wreck and feeling amazing.
That's at least an interesting answer, yeah? Just countering the uninteresting question, because I always hate it when people ask that in questions, but you just have to do it, don't you? So, great. I mean, I think the most interesting thing to ask right now is, was there a point when you were really afraid of being eliminated? Like not only in this series, but maybe in series before that?
Yeah, there were 2 points. Game 2 versus S2PO, I thought I was done. I was like, wow, S2PO is destroying me. I'm out. I even told I was like, I think I'm done for in the series.
I'm sorry, husband.
I thought I was done.
Yeah.
So, and then there was that final game versus Miyako when I did the hallucination scout and I saw the fleet beacon and I was like, oh crap, here we go again.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, you were down 2-0 against S2PO. That was a really tough situation. What was your idea for the next map? I mean, being down 2-0, what is the plan that you go into the next game?
Well, knowing S2PO, I knew that the normal 2-base all-in wouldn't work.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that she would be, she's too good to fall for that one. So I went into air because I didn't think she'd expect air.
Mm-hmm.
And air's good versus Zerg.
If you manage to get there, it is, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there was one, I think it was it Proxima or Palladino? I always mix these two up, where she dropped you again, but it didn't quite work out. So there were a lot of Dropalords moving into your base, but you just had barely enough units there, some Void Rays, some Adepts on the ground, and even I think you called back the Oracle even to defend, and then her push actually didn't do the same damage as in the first game. And from then on, you could easily transition into the air. I think that was the third one, right? Was it the third one? No. I think that was the fifth. Was it the last game? No.
I think it was game 4.
Yeah, I think it was game 4 too. Yeah. So that was pretty close. Were you again just saying, oh damn it, there are some more Dropalords?
Yeah, so when my Oracle scouted the lack of third and I saw Lings kind of running funny by my base, I'm like, oh crap, here's the drop. But I was actually really scared when the drop was actually happening.
Me too.
I was like, oh boy. And then somehow I pulled, I target fired Queens, which I think really helps.
Yeah.
So I was really proud of the way I cleaned that up. And when I cleaned that up, I'm like, this is looking good now for me because I know I'm way ahead.
Yeah, definitely. And you can be proud. It was a pretty tough defense there. And actually, I thought she would come in from 2 different angles because that was what she did to Piscalida back in her round of 8 games, where she just had the 2 overlords coming in from 2 different sides. But yeah, this time she just loaded everything in and came right through the front, wanted to break through by force. And then, fortunately, you had all these units there in place, way more than in the first game.
I think that would have done a lot more damage if she had gone to my nat, personally.
Yeah, probably. But it's always easy to say something like that in hindsight. So let's get to the exhausting best of 7 against our former champion Miyako, off racing as Protoss. So what were your thoughts when you went into the match?
I'll be completely honest. I practiced mainly for S2PO because I knew that I had to get past S2PO to get to the finals, and I was very scared of S2PO. I knew our series before had been extremely close. So I practiced. I put a lot of time into PvZ practice and not nearly as much into PvP.
I guess that will make S2PO very, very glad to hear this.
Yeah, she was the one I really wanted to prioritize there. And I mean, Miyako's scary too. I definitely know that. But I just really wanted to get to the finals and take it from there. So
Did you expect her to make it through, or did you expect Mizukatsu so that you would only play PvZs?
They're both good players, and it was hard for me to say because I've never actually seen them play.
Yeah, right. That was really the interesting part.
Sure.
Yeah. We never saw them throughout the series because Miyako had to forfeit her game. Yeah.
Right. So I mainly put time into PvZ. There was a little bit of PvP practice, but a lot of PvZ because PvP PvP is a little bit, I think, one of my better matchups.
Mm-hmm. Although it was pretty close. I mean, 4-3, wow, that was really... I mean, I think you were always ahead, but Miyako always closed up and tied the series. And then suddenly we were at a best of 1 going into the last game. So, did you expect her to go into some sort of carrier build once more? Or why did you go for the ground attack? Just because it was such a short map? Or what was the intent behind that?
So, I am better at ground and PvP.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to go air in game, I don't know, whatever, and it didn't work.
On a ground
and I knew, I knew after it didn't work that this isn't something I've practiced a lot. I should stick to what I know.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things I like to do is I like to keep the Halo scouting up, and I like to see when my opponent's vulnerable. And the minute I saw that fleet beacon in the final game, I'm like, I can't let this go. I gotta go.
Hey, you have a pretty good killer instinct. You've proven that again and again throughout the series, that you smell the weakness of an opponent and you're very good at capitalizing on it. So that's what I think Sino even said that in his interview. I don't know if you read it, but we did a mid-season interview with Sino where he talked about what player styles he likes to watch and commentate. And I think you were among his top list, because he liked the way you always come back and you always find a way to make your hard pushes work, even though sometimes people think, well, okay, that first push didn't work, now she's done. And then you come with a second one and it doesn't work, and then they say, okay, but now she's done. Now she has to lose, she's still on 2 bases, no way she can win this. And then you come with a third push and crush the opponent, and everyone is just sitting there and cannot realize what's going on. So yeah, we know you for your good and sharp push timings, but actually you never really, not very often actually capitalize in this series. Like you said, against Tsuno you didn't really want to do your typical 2-base timing because you thought she was prepared for that, and then even in the series against Miyako, things turned pretty weird at some point. Apropos weird, we really have to talk about that game with the 1-base carrier into Mothership into I don't know what. That was really, really weird. I mean, what did you expect when you walked into a main?
It was, I should have had a lot more red flags going on than I did. I walked in there and it was all zealots, and I'm like, well, that's interesting. And then I was very startled when I saw the Mothership because I didn't have detection.
Me neither. I mean, me too. Sorry.
So I was like, I guess I'll focus on the Mothership, which I don't think actually ended up being the best idea. So it turned into a very weird game. I won't lie, even though I lost, I found that to be a really fun game just because it was so strange and it was so different. So it was, I've never seen a build like that before. It definitely took me by surprise, and I lost, but at the same time, that was a lot of fun to play.
That was really fun, yeah. I think the one decisive move that actually cost you the game was when you let yourself getting lured into these photon overcharges, where you just tried to focus down the Mothership, I think, with a void race and everything else, and Miyako just fired up 3 photon overcharges and you just got caught in between them, which almost killed all of your army. And from then, things spiraled sorta out of control. It was a really, really weird map, so I'm really looking forward to have a look at that once more when I cut the VODs, because that will be pretty interesting to watch. Yeah,
standing in overcharges is why I can't have nice things a lot of times. Yeah. I do that a lot, and it's something I need to fix.
So, as a champion, the standing champion of Season 2, I think most people will be interested in knowing if you consider participating in Season 3 as well, now since you're pregnant. How far are you?
I'm 6 months.
Okay, so Season 3 would usually start in just about 4 weeks. So that means you would probably be in childbirth right in the middle of it. So I guess that already answers the question, but maybe we can get some thoughts of you for that.
I'd actually really like to. I'd like to participate. I really went like full what's the word I'm looking for? Really kind of full steam on the practice for this season. I really wanted to do my best. Next season, I'm going to still play and participate, but I don't think I can devote as much time to it. So I'll probably be playing for fun and for improvement. but obviously the baby comes first.
Yes, of course. I can totally understand that. And there will probably be a lot of changes to the season format. I don't know yet what I actually want to change. It also depends on how many players will actually participate, the new players, how many high-level players and low-level players we will have. So there will probably be a lot of changes to the season format. We will probably still have the round-robin format, but maybe we will have like 2 divisions of play or something like that. I don't really know yet, but we will see to that, and it's probably going to be very interesting. And of course, it would be really nice to have you again defending your title. That's always the interesting thing to do. So, anything else I wanted to ask? I'm just wondering there. Well, I will probably also send you a small little written interview for this, so that you can, I can think more about questions to ask you. You can think more about the answers. Probably something general, something I did with Miyako last season as well. So we will also get a nice little interview for your profile. And of course, you will get a few more little trophy pictures on your profile as well. Plus the €80, of course, which should come up to like $88, I think. Already having some plans with that? Buying diapers? No.
I'm gonna save a little bit of it.
Mm-hmm.
Spend some of it.
Mm-hmm. Well, there are still some. Do you already have all the things that you can, all the microtransaction things in StarCraft? Maybe you can use it for announcers or skins or I don't know what. If that
I
interests
won't
you.
lie, I hate all the announcers. So, I don't know, they drive me crazy.
Okay, so you don't have any special
I'm not-
announcer? You still use the normal one?
Yeah, and I don't think I'm gonna spend it on any microtransactions in StarCraft.
Okay. So probably not that. Okay, I'll just have a look at chat, see if someone wants to ask you a question, but unfortunately they are 2 minutes later than we are now on stream. So let's see. I think there might not be all too much. So maybe it's time for shout-outs. I think it is. So maybe you can just tell us where we can find you if we want to see more of you. And maybe you want to greet someone. Maybe there are some practice partners you particularly want to thank.
Yeah, so you can find me at twitch.tv/KoshkiiSC. Koshkii has 2 Y's in it. I'm also on Twitter, KoshkiiSC, Facebook, KoshkiiSC. That's about it for where you can find me. As far as shout-outs, obviously to my husband, Bonsami, who he's given me a lot of support, a lot of practice.
Okay, tell him to put his hand in the frame.
Can you put your hand in the frame? He's got his noise-canceling headphones on. He's oblivious to the world now.
Okay, so okay.
And to another one of my practice partners, Sheer Shaddai. He even played Zerg. He's normally a Protoss player, so we did some PvP practice too, but he did a lot of PvZ and just recently had like wrist surgery, so put his health on the line to help me practice.
Okay, and now we finally know how to pronounce his name, which is also good. And there's Bahuntame in the back now.
Oh yeah, he's got his slippers, those little lion slippers.
Okay. So anyone else?
Oh man, to Rival, of course.
Yes.
They have been helping me out throughout this whole thing too, especially with, moral support.
Mm-hmm.
And just, I guess, the rest of the ladies in FSL too, because I really enjoy playing with them and just kind of talking to them too.
Cool.
So.
Glad you like it here.
Yeah.
Then any plans for the evening? What's up next?
That's a good question. I don't know.
No drinking.
Probably just relaxing. No drinking, no. Can't well, I can celebrate, but just not with alcohol.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, then congratulations once more for being the 2nd FSL champion. You really earned it. It was a hard-fought victory, but well-deserved. So greetings to Bahuntame and have a nice evening.
Thanks, you too.
Goodbye.
Bye.